Hello everyone, and welcome back to Serious Sam 4, where today we will be playing Episode 3, The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Step on it, we got bonies on our tail.
Ezekiel went to the Valley of Bones. And the Lord said to him, "Can these bones live?" And Ezekiel said, "O Lord, they will obey your commands."
He looks a lot like Bruce Willis. Also, I want his gun.
That's how you do it.
Also, who's the other guy? You think he's gonna get an introduction? He's gone now.
Thank you for rescuing me, friends.
You're welcome, Father. But we still need to get you into the Vatican Library.
All right, team. Give me some options.
Rome's sealed tighter than a virgin's buttocks. Sorry, Padre. Wheels are out. Hellfire, what about wings?
No way! It's like the annual Octanian Raider convention up there.
Fräulein Hellfire is correct. Unless Vesuvius were to erupt, enemy control of the airspace will remain absolute.
Yes, that's it! We'll use Vesuvius, just like in 2010, when they used HARP to trigger that volcano in Iceland and brought down all air traffic in Europe to stop the Illuminati from getting out of Belgium.
Ridiculous! The HARP is the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. It is not an earthquake machine.
Yeah, well, that's what they want you to think.
Nonsense! I would know about such a device.
Actually, it is an earthquake machine.
Verdammt!
Wait, I'm right? Yes! I knew it!
And now he'll never shut up. Thanks.
We called it Project Rock and Roll. A powerful experimental weapon designed to provoke seismic activity. It hasn't been used in years. But I've got the access codes.
But sir, the targeting system is down. We need to manually place beacons to realign the satellite.
Then the team just won an all-expenses-paid trip to beautiful Pompeii.
It's crazy. It's impossible. I love it. Let's do it.
Sam, I need the team to place 8 beacons. I've uploaded the target locations to your Nitrix app.
Okay, guys. All we need to do is take these doodads to their designated locations. Rodriguez, you go north. Kenny, west. Jones, do the stadium. I'll take care of the south. And you know the drill. Last one back pays for drinks tonight.
Yep, on it, moving out.
I'll be in the car.
Accidentally found a secret on the first several seconds of gameplay. That's already a much better start than all the other levels so far. Also, I don't, to my knowledge, have a compass, so I mean I could follow the markers, I guess, but, you know, there's other directions to be traveled in, such as this one, you know, so who knows what kind of exciting things await us in this place. Surely I can get on top of this without having to go all the way around. This seems doable, but perhaps 'tis simply not to be. I've tried it twice after all, and after 2 tries, if that doesn't work, then surely it's impossible, I say to myself. As if not to doubt my jumping capabilities. I've already seen this mural somewhere. I'm fairly sure it's the same one. So I will leave it alone for now. So many potential places for shenaniganry await us here. Like, look at this. 2 secret areas in the first some amount of time in the video. This is the most productive use of my time in any level so far. There we go. Now we're somewhere. I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm just curious to see what this world holds, because there's a lot of world. There is actually a lot of world. Because in Serious Sam 3 you had like the sandworm thing preventing you from going to certain places. But it doesn't look like... Don't look at that. It doesn't look like this area would immediately have a sandworm. I mean, I'd be surprised if there was one, I guess I should say. On account of the lack of sand. Just seems a little bit unusual to have one of those, but we'll see. We'll see indeed. Anyway. God, like, I know I have to go there, but you know, what about this place? This place is actually massive. I'm curious what there is to see in this environment. This level's gonna take hours if I can actually go everywhere. Because look at this. Look at all these wonderful flowers. Got some strange plants. A lot of popping, but you know, that's life. And perhaps one is not meant to go in this direction. Okay. Alright, that makes it a little bit less likely that I'm supposed to be here, I suppose. This seems a little bit off the beaten path. There does seem to be some stuff over there, so maybe it's just not fully popped in yet, and if I get closer it'll start appearing. But this does really... This kind of looks like the end of the earth, huh? Yeah. Just gonna make a little quick save here before I walk forward. Oh yeah, wow, look, there actually is things. Even like a building over there. Tiny building. Isn't this where the intro cutscene played? I think it is, actually. I'll get to the game in a minute. This is more exciting to me at this present moment. There is a reasonable chance that the first hour of this video is not gonna have really much of anything, but I think yeah, this is just a thing that I have to do. I'll probably, if it gets ridiculous, I'll either edit it or just put a timestamp that's like, hey, here I actually play the game, rather than just look at the world. But as it stands, I don't fully have a choice in the matter. I have been given a world to look at with various writing on the wall, along with 2901 something or another. It's telling me to use the weapon wheel again. That's always good. When did Serious Sam 1 come out? I actually don't fully remember, and if the date corresponds with that. But like, look at this place. It's like a little building, little staircase that I can get into halfway. You mean that usually means that this is where you're meant to be. This is where the true secrets lie. That's lovely. Like, on the one hand, this might be kind of a poor indicator of what the game actually is, but on the other hand, I kind of like the openness of this place. Just being able to traverse this area at all, like just the intro cutscene area, because I'm curious where all this leads, if it even leads anywhere, and just how much of it is properly modeled and stuff. Obviously, when you're a little bit too far away from things, it gets a little messy, it gets a little wacky, but I'm surprised that this place is this big to begin with. I suppose for the intro cutscene, they didn't need an area that would more or less be this big, but it surprises me that you can reach it, you know? There's not just a big wall surrounding it. I guess there kind of was a big wall surrounding it if one were not to do a small hop, singular. But it's, yeah, it's just kind of nice. It's just kind of nice to be able to wander around this place. Enjoy the mountainsides. Watch as various plants appear. This probably looks, in the intro cutscene, it probably looked pretty amazing. Through the illusion of cameras and such, where it doesn't immediately seem like all these bushes are floating. I guess they're not floating, but from a distance it kind of looks like they are. And I suppose these are all just models that you're most likely to find in, you know, other levels, other places in this level most likely as well, due to the fact that they're just kind of like regular houses and stuff, and it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary to assume that some of these things are just gonna appear in various places over and over to just fill areas a little bit easier with objects and such. Make it seem a little bit more alive. But I'm kind of surprised with the amount of like little details, like that tiny hill over there, very easily missable. I mean, it does add probably a little bit to the cutscene if it's even visible. Didn't immediately notice tiny bump. Of course, I suppose it's not the most exciting thing. Also, the lighting going wacky every time I look in specific directions is a little bit of an awkward thing that's going on, but it is what it is. Now, can I climb this mountain? Can I reach the tippy top? Or is that too much to ask as well? Every time the lighting changes, I feel like I teleported somewhere else, and that's not what's happening. It is just the lighting getting a little confused because I'm in a place where I'm almost certainly not supposed to be, but you know, that's life. Because I can probably, yeah, I could cut down this entire forest if I so desired. I believe in Serious Sam, the second encounter on the first level. Wasn't there something if you destroyed a whole bunch of trees? I think there was a secret attached to that. If you destroyed a bunch of trees in that area, it would spawn a secret weapon or something like that. There was a lot of, I suppose there was a lot of trees in the first area, but it wasn't impossible. I mean, you got a chainsaw at the very start of the level, so it wouldn't be like out of the ordinary to try out your chainsaw and just cut down some trees. Unlikely that you'll cut down enough to actually reach a secret area of some such, but you know, it's nice. Like, look at how massive this is. And there's like stuff over there as well, which I don't know if that's gonna be part of the level. There seems to be a whole city over there, now that I'm looking at it like this. And that's just in the complete opposite direction of where I went, so I wonder if that's reachable. If you would ordinarily even see it, and what's going on over there. More likely than not, I will actually try to go there, because I'm just curious. I like stuff like this. It's just neat to be able to see everything that's going on in the world. You reach areas like this where it's very clear that you're not supposed to be here. Oh, and I think I'm actually sort of sinking inside of this floor here as well. It seems a little bit... Yeah, there is just a layer on top of it, which is why it doesn't look so great over here. But it's nice to have the option. And you can't see underneath it when you just get enough in the thick of it, so that's cool. I kinda lost track of where the mountaintop was with all the running around, but I think I'm going in the right direction. But I'm curious to see if there is anything at the top. Like, on the one hand, I'd be very surprised if there is anything up here. But on the other hand, if they anticipated someone doing this, someone actually getting out, which, judging from the fact, like, how big this place is, and actually, if they put something up there, I'm just gonna be so happy. I mean, I'd be very surprised, because why? Why would you bother? But at the same time, why would you make this place this humongous and then not do anything with it, you know? Oh, God. This goes on. I don't think I can actually reach the top of this because this is all not very solid, huh? God, this is such a massive area. You're never gonna see this forest. Like, surely there's no way that this is even remotely visible. I'm 2 kilometers away from the first marker of the level. It just seems unlikely that you'd ever be able to see all the way down and notice that there is a just gigantic forest waiting for you over here. Crazy. Just absurd. Actually, if it's part of the forest, I guess you'd see it, but still, like, this is like part of the hilltop and everything. This doesn't need to go all the way over there. Ah, that's insane. That's so cool. I actually really like that. Anyway, this is how I play video games. Again, this game, the combat in this game to me is very secondary. I just want to look at stuff. And to me, this is a lot of fun. This is how I relax in a video game. You just give me a giant sprawling area and I will happily walk around and see if there's anything interesting in there. Most likely, I'm not gonna really find anything here. But just the possibility of there being something here. Like, this whole forest is hidden underneath the mountain. Which I'm only now realizing because I'm going back down again. Just ridiculous. Absolutely insane. You'd never know. You'd never know that there was all this stuff here because there's no point. There's no point. And yet, here we are. I'm surprised the game's still like reasonably running and everything as well, given just how much stuff there is. Because you'd have to imagine that this amount of just different things would have some sort of performance issue. And I suppose there are a lot of people that do have performance issue running this game, but I mean, if this is the reason, if this is the reason why the game doesn't run very well on people's computers, then that's just very unfortunate, isn't it? Although I've heard people say that they've had issues in Mission 2. Also, speaking of which, I got a comment on the episode 2 video. And someone said that sometimes ambulance is actually written mirrored. Just so you can see it in your rear view mirror in a car. Like, if that's actually intentional, I truly love that detail. I haven't verified it at all. But I also don't disbelieve it, you know? It seems like the kind of thing that would happen. Just to make it more obvious. Oh yeah, ambulance. I need to get out of the way because it's speeding towards me and I don't wish to get destroyed by it. So it's like, you know, it's interesting to me. Anyway, we're just about reaching the world again. I'm gonna ignore it some more because I want to see if I can get to that city. And if there is anything of interest waiting for us over there. Because truly, I have no reason not to. Every now and then it like pops in a little bit, just in this area alone. Which is a little unusual, because this place isn't even like that. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is the level. Curious how much I can walk around this place. So yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be. I can't really remember where the start of this level is. Like, where did I even start in this area? There was a bunch of cars. I think it was somewhere over here, but then... Oh boy. Well, that... Can I get out of this? I'm actually kind of curious. No. Alright, I'm gonna load a quick save and try to reach that city over there. The only downside is, from this place, I think I'm supposed to run in this direction, right? Because the mountaintop's over there, and I'm just gonna use that as my compass. Because I don't know of any other compass that I have at my disposal at this point, but it seemed like it was going in this direction. Just need to be a little bit more careful of holes. And yeah, I can actually see the city from here. It's huge as well. This place is so big. I'm curious to see what the actual level is going to entail and how much of this area is actually going to be used. Because I think in the trailer I've seen like vehicles and stuff, and I can imagine that stuff like that would be used in a giant open area like this. Like, that wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary. Also, I got a lot of ammo for this gun. I guess I got the minigun on the previous level. Maybe I just kept some of the ammo and I can use it in this one, but I don't know if that's how guns work, but it does. That's how it works in Serious Sam, so I wouldn't be overly surprised, you know? But yeah, I don't fully recall actually picking up ammo for that gun, but I guess I was just sort of just running around all willy-nilly over there, and perhaps somewhere in that moment I actually managed to just grab some ammo and not really realize it because I was shooting a minigun the whole time. Very easy to get distracted while you're firing a minigun at a giant worm. And yeah, as in the distance I can already see some architecture that looks a little strange, you know, floating buildings and the like. But I'd still like to check it out a little bit. Yeah, this is all a facade. Can I walk through this? Yeah, not even solid. Strange, like from a distance, it looks proper, you know? It looks like a proper city and everything, but then you get close and it's all a bunch of cardboard, which, I mean, I'm not overly surprised, but I don't even know if we're going to see a city. I mean, this would be a good place to explore, I suppose, after doing the level as well, because you get some more context to all the stuff that's available in this giant, sprawling area. But at the same time, who knows? Maybe the exit of the level is just waiting for us over here. Maybe this is the fastest way to beat this level, is to just walk to the exit, and maybe the exit's over here. I have no idea. Can I shoot these buildings? I'm guessing that just goes through it, yeah. Wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world. But altogether, kind of like the idea of like a city on a grassy area. I'm guessing like as in terms of actually constructing a building on grass is most likely just the worst. And there's probably reasons associated with the fact that people don't ordinarily build on grass and such, and you know, have their entire buildings be hollow. I suppose that's also a thing that most people wouldn't ordinarily do because it's a little bit hard to live in. But as just purely visual, you know, it does look quite nice. If these things were like a little bit more textured, then it would look even nicer, obviously. But I mean, that's the way it is with a town that's a million miles off the beaten path. How far away are we from the goal? 2 kilometers again. That's how it goes. It just keeps going as well. Like, how much city do we need in this place? There's some more trees as well. Like, they put some effort into just putting stuff here. And from a distance, you'd be like, oh, cool, there's a city over there. That's neat. If you would even be able to see it from any reasonable angle. But then it's so much. I'm just actually a little overwhelmed with just how much stuff there is over here. It seems a little unnecessary, but at the same time, I'm loving it. So as a purely this part of the game is made for me kind of thing, I fully appreciate that it's here. But I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. But then here I am. Maybe I'm just not used to things being catered exclusively to me. Because most people are just gonna, well, A, not go here. Because they would see that the level's not loading and they'd be like, well, okay, probably not supposed to go in this direction. But then do you have 1 or 2 people, namely me, and there has to be at least one other person doing this as well, just running around this place, enjoying the sights, looking for any hidden things that might await us in this giant city. I mean, if something is hidden inside this massive place, it's so easy to miss, isn't it? But even little things, like things going uphill and downhill, like over here, surely someone must have pressed a button, right, to actually change the levels of this scenery here. So someone was like, all right, this would look a little bit better if it angled a little bit further downwards. Crazy. It's insane to me. And I love it. I'm curious what's over there, because we are, like singular tree over there, we are slowly but surely running out of city to walk through. So theoretically, I'm expecting either the edge of the world or something like that, and being able to jump down. That seems like a good time to like stop the shenaniganry and actually play the level. Because, you know, that's just the end of it. But maybe, who knows how far this goes on. Because this does seem like the end of it. There's a little beach over there, a little mountain. Another mountain, by the way. Is this water? What? Oh my god. There's no way this is not gonna make me fall through the map. There is no way this is actual water. There we go. That seems more reasonable. Can't swim in it. All the lights have gone a little bit strange. But I'm willing to say that this is, in fact, as far as one goes in this area. Oh god. That might kill me, yeah. Alright, that was fun. I'm gonna go see if I can find the level again. Alright, this is more or less where the shenanigans started. I think I will actually just jump in and actually see if we can get somewhere. It's been good. I had my fun. Let's go see if the level holds anything of interest. So far, it seems I have to go in this direction. I'm pretty sure I've gone here already. This is where the, yeah, this is where the secret was. This is where I jumped out and went on my merry way, as it were. I don't really especially need to try and jump particular places here, I feel, because you can just go anywhere. So that seems a little pointless. But here we are. Enclosed spaces, as the game has been a lot so far. The fact that you can see all that stuff is amusing to me. Not just like the area we were just at, but also just jumping once and then just being...
Hellfire. Oh. What's it like being on the ground again?
Kinda boring.
Explosion. Boop. That is just a mean melee attack. Oh, you can actually go above 100 health with the melee attack. That's surprising. It's also surprising, kind of. Less surprising, I suppose. Yeah, completely lost my train of thought there. Alright, cool. Yeah, wow, just that was just gone. Maybe I'm just still a little bit overwhelmed from what I've just done. I can hear a kamikaze. There is one nearby. I don't know where. Definitely heard him. I wonder if you can melee a kamikaze. That seems like the smartest thing anyone's ever done. Also curious how much more accurate the iron... Is this iron sight or is it just looking through a scope? Which is more likely what it's meant to be called. I'm starting to realize I don't know what iron sights is. I don't know anything anymore. All I know is that if I kill a green person, everyone around him dies. And some of the purple people are probably bombers, and I can't really differentiate between the two. Those are the things I'm realizing. Give me health. Yeah, I do wonder how much the melee is actually slowing down stuff, because even the kamikaze, I would have expected him to reach me. Also, oh god. One thing I'm curious about is if the melee heals you, like, does it heal you if it doesn't actually kill the enemy? Because if I can just kick a dude into a wall and heal up that way, I think that would be hilarious. I mean, they must have accounted for that, surely. But what if they didn't? Wouldn't that just be fun? To get free health that way. By just kicking a man into a wall repeatedly. What are you gonna do? Oh, you try. Might as well actually try and get as much health as possible with the melee whenever I can. But I'm guessing eventually it probably won't work as well anymore. I think I've seen this area from the outside. Never from here though, but definitely the kind of place that I think you could see from a distance as I was trying to make my way back into the level that one time. Trying to get the melee ones first. Because I think, can you kick the purple guys? I actually don't really fully recall. That was the case in the other Serious Sam games, but I don't think that healed me. No. That doesn't seem to heal me. I found a new thing to do, though. Curious. What happens when you hit a wall? Doesn't actually deal extra damage when you hit a wall, huh? Can I melee you when you're above me? Yeah? Without effort. Second experiment. Can I clip through a wall with this? Just, you know, just testing stuff. Oh, he's trying to kick me. It's really... It won't actually let me melee in certain angles. Huh. So the answer is... maybe I can clip through a wall that way, provided that I angle it properly. Either way, that was a great way to spend like 30 or 40 health on a singular purple guy. And I'm happy I figured it out. Happy I tried it. I want you. That's a really nice poster for this area, actually. Really eye-catching. Very nice. Very good. Just like vivid red and black colors on a white wall. Kind of white, beige-ish. Beige-ish? That's a word. Beige-ish. That's a tricky one. Anyway. Getting off topic.
Why do I keep running into locked doors?
The door is locked.
You're always going the wrong way.
Doors hate you?
Increased security in war zones?
Am I the only one who knows you shouldn't answer a rhetorical question?
No, sir, Oh.
You know what? I personally like their answers. I enjoyed it immensely. No need to get snide, Samothy. Samuel. But I guess I'll be on my merry way. Curious if I can keep the streak of finding secrets in areas up. But I, for one, doubt this will be the case. A lot of shotgun ammo in this place. Is this another locked door, or is this just a place you get through a different way? Because, I mean, I guess you don't have to go there, but it would be a lot of fun. This is all I'm saying. It would be just a very fun place to be, I would argue. Anyway, what's this? Oh, keys. The ball game.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in.
Bill Corwin talking about balls. Very nice. This probably won't spawn an enemy.
Guess what I found?
Door key.
More rhetorical questions?
That's a weird way to describe it as a singular word. A key. But you know what? I'm not gonna let that stop me from having fun. There we go. There's so many ways to get places in this level. And then there's health over there, which I guess makes this a secret area, huh? Yeah. Nice. Also, there's like some actual water and stuff over here. On the one hand, I wouldn't be surprised that this is the kind of place you would visit. On the other hand, I've seen this world. And quite frankly, I just don't know what to believe anymore. But there's stuff down there. So many options. I guess I should actually try to place the beacon first before I go on in this direction. Because I'm guessing... What? World... Oh! Alright. I found the enemy spawner. Fair enough. I guess you're supposed to come from that direction. Cool. Oh, that actually makes this a little awkward, doesn't it? Because it means that I'm gonna have enemies probably spawn inside of me in a second. I hope that's not gonna be the case. I would vastly enjoy it if that was not the case in this world. But we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds entirely accurate. I'm going in this area in the wrong direction, and I'm causing some shenaniganry to happen. That's more or less, that's gonna be the title of my autobiography, I think. I explored the lands of Serious Sam, but wrongly, and now everything's spawning behind me. The musical. By me. Yeah. These enemies are not that troublesome. They die very quickly to the double-barreled shotgun. I keep walking back here. I think I even hear an enemy somewhere. Probably you. Get over here, you friend. There you go. That's called making friends. Oh. Alright, that's pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Open the door. Yeah, alright. That seems like a good enough side objective. Is it this one? I do believe it is this door.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Get it? Because it's a skeleton. Very good. Can I melee you? Not presently.
All clear. That was me killing a clear, by the way.
Oh my god.
That's how you do a one-liner. And he didn't even lose his shoe.
Didn't even lose my shoe. He's seemingly disappointed by the prospect of me not losing my shoe, and I can understand that. It's been a tough day for Kenneth. And it does get a little bit wild. Alright, what did I spawn today? I guess I spawned some stuff in this area, because this is ordinarily where you would go after picking up the key. I'm just making sure that I'm getting the most battles possible. And sometimes that requires a little bit of backtracking. And that's okay. Sometimes that's just the way the world works. I'm trying to deal with the kamikazes, but they're making this a little awkward. I don't think I really want to be here. But having them all funnel through this area is not the worst thing in the world either. Given their size and shapes. There we go. That gets a lot of stuff done. I suppose it is kind of a nice thing if they all walk through the same very small door. And they explode that violently when they die. Makes the battle a little bit easier, doesn't it? I suppose so. Every time I see like a especially green flower or something like that, I'm like, is that an item? And it usually isn't. Bunch of purple dudes, but no real issue here. Alright, cool. What else we got? I think I've done a pretty... I was gonna say, I did a pretty decent job exploring this place, but I guess I haven't actually gone here yet. I doubt there's gonna be much here, but who knows? Nice little statue, missing a head. Classic mental strategy, because their enemies sometimes also don't have heads. So actually, it's decoration. Cool. 100 bullets, and it is different bullets from the minigun, so that's a question answered. Curious. I think it's likely that you can't get over there. I mean, almost certainly, given the options that you have available in this level. But I'm curious if it leads to secrets or it leads to nothing at all. It does not matter. I will continue through this level. Enough shenaniganry. Let us go to the optional area and the non-optional area that the game wants me to go to. This place. Oh, this door. Retrieve the key. Okay. There had to be a reason to go in this area. And there is. What's this? Gotta read every sign as it turns out, because occasionally you might spawn a Cow King. And that would be a shame to miss out on. Especially in a large open area rather than a bridge. This is the worst door to keep someone out that I've ever seen. Give me this. What do we got? I guess I will just have to go down there. Oh, these guys. I haven't seen these in a bit. This level, at least. Oop. Perhaps I should just learn how to aim. It does seem to make the battles a little bit easier if they all just die in one hit. Aiming and melee attacks seems like quite an effective strategy. Yeah, the melee attack doesn't work amazingly when there's like multiples of an enemy. I'm starting to realize, and I guess that's fair, because otherwise it will be horrendously overpowered. What is still causing this music to play? I'm guessing it's further down there, but I'm curious if there's anything over here. I haven't really looked at this area properly yet. And there was a sheet of metal there, so really, I'm happy that I did go there. It's important to get everything out of the sites that are available to me. Now let's see if we can get this music to chill out a bit, because there's no enemies here. What is exciting you? Oh! There is enemies over there. It's the green ones that I guess are now yellow. But I continuously... Oh, I guess they're throwing 3 bombs instead of 1, and a green person cannot throw 3 bombs. That's insane. That would be against any rule I've ever heard. There's another one to my right. There's a lot of these guys, huh? No wonder the music was getting so excited. Starting to get on the same page as Jeffrey Music Man over here. So that's good. Fairly sure I can kill these guys in one hit if I actually hit them in the head. But also, too lazy to use iron sights. / looking through my visor and aiming. Which I'm just gonna be calling iron sights, I guess, because that's just one of those terms that you always hear, you know? But it seems very inaccurate if you're actually looking through a visor, I suppose. Unless the visor is made out of iron. Would that make it iron sights? Almost certainly not, right? It would still just be a visor. I suppose it would be kind of strange if it... Do you think there's swimming in this game? I'm getting the feeling that there isn't. I haven't seen any yet, obviously, but... I just have this hunch that all the water is just decorative in this game. This is worrying. This is not where you would ordinarily keep your keys. Unlock the door. Alright, what we got? A whole bunch of goop. Red guy behind me. Somewhere. Oh, above me. That's actually really annoying. That's very tedious to deal with. That's a lot of nonsense waiting for me there. Just gonna shoot this guy in the face a whole bunch. Try to get the red ones a little bit less on my back and more off of it. Let's, oh, that's the console. That's the console again. Oh boy. I'm taking just oodles of damage, huh? Yeah, there you go. Very good. I'm getting the feeling that I don't really get the feedback that I am getting hit by something very well in this game. Because obviously, I mean, the screen goes red a bit, right? Alright, I'm pretty safe over here, I think. Alright, yeah, cool, that was actually a giant mistake. But I rarely can tell how much stuff is actually attacking me at any given time. Just based on the screen, you know? Like... I feel like the sounds in older serious Sam games were a little bit more telling in terms of how much stuff are you actually dealing with. Like, I had no idea there were 15 Gnars on my back just now. But apparently... apparently they were all there. And I'm finding it surprisingly difficult to tell purely by either the sound or the screen to tell how much stuff is actually going on around me without just spinning around. Which I think is a bit of a shame, because that was like one of the strongest points of the Serious Sam games. They're like general sound design and stuff. Like you could tell what was happening purely based on the sound of stuff around you. And in this game, I'm feeling strangely overwhelmed by every fight. Rather than having the feeling of, oh, I'm fighting this and this and this and this and this and this, you know? And maybe that's just me. Maybe I just need to get used to it. Maybe it all just sounds a little bit different, and after some playing around with it, it will feel a little bit better. But so far, it feels odd. It feels unusual. I don't care for it. Anyway, let's go kill... I guess there's someone over there. And I'm guessing over there somewhere. There we go. Not sure if I'm really hitting anything, but I think they're dying. Let's just go all the way around. Should maybe heal up? Tempted. Yeah, might as well. A little bit concerned about my health situation there. Don't think these guys can actually even hit me. I think I'm hearing an enemy somewhere nearby. Which I guess might just be on top of this hill. It might just be one of the red guys shooting at me. Yeah, something like that. Come on. There we go. And then a couple more. Okay. We have made it through a fight. We have survived this day. We move on. Just enjoying the general area here. Haven't really been looking around this place as much as I could have, due to the chaos. Curious what would be the best strategy for that place, because this seemed to work, but getting in the middle of all the kamikazes and stuff is a little bit awkward. So I don't know if that was really the best strategy in the world, but at the same time you get rid of all the red guys shooting you during that fight, and that seems pretty vital. Given just the sheer amount of them, and how much of a tricky situation you find yourself in there. Alright, as I'm progressing through this level, I am slowly but surely starting to understand just why there is so much stuff around this area, I suppose. Probably still way more than there needs to be. But there is a lot of places where you can just look around and see stuff, and I guess it would kind of shatter the illusion a bit if you suddenly just find a whole bunch of nothing somewhere. Maybe as a precaution, they were like, just anywhere where you can see, just put stuff there, and eventually they just were like, alright, let's just put something everywhere. Let's just go wacky with it. And then you got stuff like this where it's like, I feel like I should be able to climb this. And then I can't, and I'm a little sad. Just gonna destroy these trees because they seem out of place. Yes, somehow those two trees were the only trees out of place in this place, and most likely that's just a me thing. But
team, status update.
I'm okay. I'm more than okay. All good.
Well, a horde of clear attacked the car, but now I'm bored.
Found another place to jump up. Once again, getting the strange feeling that I'm not supposed to be on this side of the wall. And I guess this place is a little bit fenced off here, yeah. But simultaneously, I'm a little curious. just like to look around, you know. Because then you got places like this, where it does seem like you're at least supposed to visit a little bit, you know? 'Cause this is like a proper area and everything. I guess you can see it from the outside if you like look through this door and you can like see it in the distance. It would still look quite nice, but it's good to just be able to walk around the place like this every now and then, you know? Just enjoy it for what it is. Even if it is, effectively speaking, completely empty. I just appreciate that it's here. Anyway, let's go find our way back. Because once again, I do want to try and also fight as much stuff as possible, and that does usually require you to take a very specific path through the world. And when I get on my shenaniganry, I usually end up skipping a couple things here and there, which can also just break maps entirely in video games, so it's probably for the best that if I just try to stick to what the world wants me to be. That would be nice.
Hey, Jones. What now? Tell us a joke, Jones. Rodriguez. Come on, man. Tell us a joke. I just did.
Nice.
Burn.
Very good. Very good. What is this? If you can't find the key, chances of Fabio's stolen it again. Oh boy. You silly Fabio. I got an achievement called Cultist Simulator. I don't fully know what that's a reference to. Rage Serum. Enter a state of euphoric rage, making them stronger, faster, more agile, more perceptive, more resistant to damage. The only downside is that it wears off after a while. Cool. Very nice. Psycho gadgets. Ah, look at that. That's neat. Very good. I'm curious about it. I will use this in my next battle. Until then, I'll just pick up all the stuff here and leave, I think. Curious. Press Z. That wasn't gonna... Oh, cool. If I press... Oh, Z also switches between... Okay, sure.
Hey, Hellfire. Is it true about you and Sam?
Is what true?
You did it in a helicopter while fighting off harpies over Beijing?
Don't be stupid, Rodriguez.
Hey, it's just what I heard.
There were no harpies in Beijing, you moron. You believe everything you're told?
Sorry.
A little paranoid to jump off of things from time to time because I'm scared that I'm just gonna be stuck inside an area again. Speaking from experience. What? Every now and then, right? A body disappears and then all the world around me just breaks a little bit. And I don't understand what is causing that. But it's happening quite often, I feel. That suddenly something explodes somewhere and then it's like, oh. And it's usually just nothing. But it's always there. Alright, let's go through this. Just curious what it's like, you know? Oh, that's an FOV change right there. This is horrendous. I don't like this. But I can't shoot very quickly. So that's nice. But god, the visual effect on this. Very distracting. But I'm not sure if I'm actually moving quick. What is this? Oh, that's a clear skeleton. Wow, you're very sandy. Really? Okay. Back to the old-fashioned strategy of... I'm getting kind of Serious Sam HD vibes. Which is that these enemies feel a little slidey as their bodies are sliding backwards. Also, having these guys shoot horizontally is a crime. Yeah. Because the horizontal thing just seems a lot bigger. Like, do you hear that? He broke a small rock with his, like, after explosion, and it's just very unusual to me. Don't understand. Don't understand at all. But what do we have here? Health. Cool. Yeah, I'm uncertain how much I'm going to be using the Rage Serum. Because that's very overwhelming visuals. For what seems to be something kind of okay. Like the extra attack speed's pretty good. But I don't fully care about anything else regarding that effect. Hey, look, it's that place that we saw from that other area previously. Can I reach this place? Because I think there was some secret armor waiting for us somewhere there. Oh, that's nice. Not a secret. But I do think I saw something that looked a little bit secretive somewhere over here. Something like this? Is this it? Yeah. Not actually a secret. But it was there. It was visible. It's 50 armor. It's kind of hard to say no to. A little concerned. Doesn't even appear to be a trap. Just a free 50 armor power-up for good old me. That's nice. Okay then.
Hellfire, did I tell you how my goatee got its nickname?
Do I want to know?
Never let him tell you that story. Ever.
Curious. So, like, now I'm curious what the nickname is. I don't even really care about the story. I just want to know what the actual nickname for the thing is. What could one nickname a goatee? Uncertain.
Hey, Hellfire. What?
Rodriguez, shut up.
I do appreciate that. That's nice. That looks good. I feel like the art style of this and this seem vastly different from each other. Maybe I'm not looking at this properly, but the two don't seem like you would immediately expect them in the same place. But what do I know? I'm not an art. I'm just here to play video games. Alright, anything cool? Just a bunch of walls. Yes, I did just turn back 3 times for the same wall. Kept thinking I saw something. Excuse me? Oh, I can't go here. Huh? That's an unusual sound. I feel like I've not heard that before. This is a strange place. I don't care for this. This is too cramped. Don't care for this at all. But it's here. And it has enemies. Which is new. Usually my accidental exploration just leads me to very quiet places, but this time around. This place looks horrendous. I don't know what is happening here, but... like, the enemies make me feel like you're at least sort of supposed to be here. But God, it looks bad. Something about the lighting here or something makes it look just... ugh. Where am I? I guess this is one path to go through in order to get to that place, but ugh. Disgusting. Don't care for this. But from up here, can I see anything cool? Like there's some ammo up there. And ammo is usually an indicator for cool secrets. Guessing there's just not that much going on in this place, but... and this place seems to look a lot better. Maybe it's just that it's so completely empty in the other rooms, right? That it just seems a bit horrendous, because the upstairs area looks fine. But it's also like a little bit messy, a little bit dirty and stuff, and this place is still a bunch of nothing. Trying to find the entrance to this place. I think this is it. I'm pretty sure I just walked through the same door like 18 times, but whatever. That's how we do here. That's how we live our lives. I think through a couple of jumps I can grab that ammo. Is that ammo? Is that shotgun ammo? I'm uncertain actually. Can I do this? No. Well, I hope you're ready for some good times. Yep. Alright, that actually went surprisingly quickly, but then can I just do this? Yeah. 20 shells for a jumping puzzle. Very good.
As you know, it's been hard to get any news out of France after the comms network collapsed during the Battle of Paris.
Whoops. It's just really hard to get news from France, you know? We escorted Stein out of the dig site, blah blah, we've been under siege for hours. Have some keys, please take care of my dog. Huh. Does it say what these keys are for immediately, or is it just maybe chopper keys? Find Alessandro. This is a proper computer. This is the kind of thing you expect. Completely invulnerable, as these computers usually were. Perfect. This is the epitome of technology. That's what that is. I could go inside here. I'm curious about the optional area. What is over here, though? This is the most suspicious area of the lot. Just because it points away from all the other things. Not an optional area. Not the main area. There's a door here that I can't get through. I've been inside this building. Starting to lose interest. I'm about to leave this place. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna say that there's probably nothing here. And if there is, did a good enough job at hiding, that I'm just gonna assume it's not there. Is there anything here I can shoot from here? Maybe. Let's go see what Alessandro has for us. Yeah, let's go do that.
This is either the world's worst nosebleed or something I should look into.
I think this is fine. Very low on machine gun ammo. Hope that's not going to be a problem. I guess that was what the keys were for. Maybe we'll find his dog, at least. That'd be nice. Friends! Yay! Hello! Come to me. Who needs a machine gun? We got one pistol. And actual aim for the first time in my life. What a world. This level is gigantic. I haven't really seen like open areas like this in this game before. Like everything's been quite enclosed for the most part. Can I actually be this far out of range that they don't know that I'm here? That's crazy. Like, can I even get you to go to me? Yeah, okay. But it takes you a while to really, like, come on, dude. At least try and pay attention to me. Your whole party just got shot to bits. I could really... I guess you can actually properly sneak up on some of the enemies, because that guy just did not want to see me. Hello. And that guy did not want to get melee before he meleeed me, so that's really on me there. I want to visit this upstairs area soon before I leave this place, because I'm sure there's just going to be a whole bunch of nonsense waiting for me up there. And I'd rather have this place fully cleared out before I go to the next area here. Because look, it's just a... God. When they get started, though, they get started. But we're making our way through. Do you think, even though I just had a whole thing about sneaking up on enemies, that the odds are available that some of these are just going to see me through a wall? Like, what would the odds of that be? I estimate them, judging from the music, to be quite high. But seeing as the music has stopped, maybe not. But I'm a little curious nonetheless. Surprised that there's nothing here. Given the area, just looks like the kind of place you would put a thing, you know? But that's okay. I suppose. Oh, I could kill a lot of people from up here, huh? Curious if any of the other enemies even care that I'm shooting their friend. Like, he's very visibly damaged. Oh, one of them. Maybe that was what the music was being so excited about. Whoops. Wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world, I suppose. This is a very effective pistol to deal with this whole situation. Alright, let's just quickly deal with the enemies here, because they... At least some of them have caught wind of me. Most of them seemingly haven't still, somehow. But the big ones have. The big ones seem to be aware of my presence. And they are probably going to be a bigger problem to me than any of the other enemies. I'm genuinely surprised, though, that none of these guys truly care about me that much. Like, right up until the point where the guy actually died just then. Was more or less the only time that the enemies around him were like, oh, something's going on. Our friend who's entirely riddled with bullets is starting to do something weird. Let's run to the doorway. I hear another one there. Because clearly the doorway is where the bullets are coming from, probably. Like, they seem like once they're going for something, they're smart enough to know roughly how and where and how to navigate the area. But until that moment, they seem completely oblivious to everything that's going on. Perhaps they don't have ears. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess, because their whole face is a little messed up. So it wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world if they just are quite simply deaf creatures. But I don't know. I haven't really looked at one up close. I guess one thing I could do. Hang on. Yeah, you. How's your ear situation? Doesn't really mention anything about them being especially hard of hearing. So, I don't know. Perhaps it's not something I should be concerning myself with too much. Maybe I'm overthinking this significantly. Hello. Please destroy me. Yeah. How long does it take to kill a bull with a pistol? Too long. So I was watching my videos and I'm wondering if this is enough. Yeah. One shot from a regular shotgun, one with double-barreled, and they dead. Look at me using strategy to my advantage. What a strange world I'm living in. Oh. Oh! I thought it was a clear attacking me, but apparently it was just a vampire. Being like, what up? Alright. I suppose that's fine. I'm just not used to those enemies really existing in my life somehow. Even though we've seen, I guess, quite a couple of them. Alright. Anything cool up here? Another very good computer. Slow movement speed every time I walk into a building. That's always good. Very immersive. You can't run in a building. That's dangerous. You'd have to be a complete fool to run inside a small building, obviously. Again, a very large area, though. But shells, yeah, just shells. The machine guns get no love. I went through all that effort not saving a guy. I get a gun. I get fully ammoed up the second I go to this level. Somehow. And they're not even gonna give me bullets for it. Rodriguez got a poster. I got a poster. I fights for Earth. Very good. We're AAA. I wonder if I can find more bug graffiti. I've been enjoying that. Wanted for crimes against humanity. Dead or alive. Oof. Very intense. Excuse me? Did you just come out of a pile of rubble? That's not cool. I mean, it worked out, I guess, but I'm not opposed to that, or rather opposed to that. That's the opposite of what I was trying to say. Two enemies just doing that, you know? Don't just come out of rubble. That's not what friends are for. This is gonna be a mess. Let's just hope I do this movement right. I didn't. Very much am not doing this movement right at all. Oh boy. They're having some difficulty with these ledges, actually. Like a surprising amount of difficulty. So that's good to know. Where are these enemies coming from? I feel like they are literally not even teleporting in, they're just appearing next to me. Hello. But that's fine, I guess. Maybe they are just hidden underneath the rubble somehow. Living their best life. Whatever works for them. I think there is a kamikaze remaining, yeah. Where are you? There you are. Scrapjacks are dumb. I don't like scrapjacks. I prefer life without scrapjacks. But that's just simply not the way this level is made. It's filled with scrapjacks. How's that guy just so indifferent about me? I've damaged him so much. And I saw him just walking back and forth there. He did not care about me. Do you think he just got hit by a bunch of rockets and then tried to be my friend and I killed him by accident? That's not entirely impossible, I suppose. The Skripjik was kind of shooting me a lot there, so... Wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary if... he was a friend at this point. Ah, well. We'll never know. We'll never know. Well, there's something behind this wall. That's nice. I mean, it's not... Got an achievement for it. For the cause. Oh. That's probably not good. Where's this dog, though? No idea. Grenade launcher attachment? Now we're talking.
Sorry.
Very good on how you open this automatically, as Sam is saying his voice line.
Hey, dude. Your war's over, but mine's still going.
Grenades on shotguns, +5. Again, a little strange. But this seems to get the job done, I would say. Didn't exactly mean to shoot in a random direction there, but... there you go. Italian flag on his arm. He was a good boy. Probably. I don't know, he seemed nice. He gave me a grenade attachment, so can't really complain. Hello. Wow, really? That was neither of those were headshots, huh? That's surprising. Oh boy. Oh, there's so many. That works. But I'm curious, perhaps I shouldn't be using the grenades too much for enemies such as these, which die relatively easy. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of enemies here. Let's just shoot a random one. Oh boy. Alright, so I've learned bulls suck. Don't get hit by bulls. This also kind of blows. Yep. Oh boy, let's just run away from this place. I actually used the run button for the first time in my life. Maybe I should be doing that more. Ah boy. Maybe running is what I'm just not doing sufficiently. How much damage is that? That's not that much extra damage. I mean, it'll get the job done, I suppose, but that was more or less akin to a double-barreled shotgun shot, I would say. Which is still a decent amount of damage. Well, maybe I'm just not hitting them correctly. I don't know anymore. Anyway, it's something new. Makes the shotgun a little bit more fun to use in the end. Where is this remaining enemy? I could hear him screaming a whole bunch and now he's just gone. Uncertain. Oh, there's a boy. And the music seemed to be quieting down the moment I started shooting at him, but there's probably a reason for that. What is this? Very strange looking. I mean, I guess it came from the creature that just exploded, but still, just looked a little bit different than what I was expecting in the end, I guess. Alright. What do we got remaining in this place? Every time I go into a corner of this place, I'm suddenly surrounded by just heaps of enemies. So maybe there's still some heaps remaining in this strange place. Who knows? I think it's about time I leave this area. Maybe activate the first beacon for the first time in my life. I'm looking forward to this level being over and just stretching my legs, you know? This level's been going on for a minute. I could use a good leg stretch. That's what I could use. And I hope it's gonna be as satisfying as I'm currently describing it. Because it sounds pretty good right about now. I could have sworn that I heard one of those runny boys run towards me and not killing him. And I have no idea where it is. But you know, such is life. That's the game. Occasionally you're just not gonna kill an enemy, I guess, on a playthrough like this. What now? More bulls. Good. Very good. Very nice. There's another run. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh boy, and bombers. That means I actually have to move. That's not good. I'm aware I just got some machine gun ammo, but I have no reason not to just use this gigantic area and a pistol instead. Because the pistol seems quite effective at just dealing with a whole bunch of these dudes in a large open area. It works well enough, I would argue. Perhaps a later area will warrant the use of actual bullets. Okay. Ah, that's good. That was too close. There's another one? They're all slowly but surely getting through this one door? Ew. Alright. Eventually, we will make it back to the place with our grenade launcher attachment in hand. And we won't have to worry about this optional area anymore. But I, for one, Do not know when that's gonna happen. I guess this is where you finally start seeing that city that I was talking about some years ago. Like, it has to be this, right? Because there's no way. There's no way it's something else. This building looks nicer though, but maybe that's just because I'm a little far away from it right now. And if I were to actually get close to it, it would start looking like a facade again. I don't know. It's probably nothing to concern myself with. I've seen the sights. I don't need to worry about what is and isn't, what and where. But judging from the fact that the giant mountains over there, the city should be in that direction, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary if that is the city that we saw at the very start of this currently 1 hour and 17-minute recording session of a single level. I was kind of hoping to get this game done before Spelunky 2 came out on PC. And I'm gonna be honest, not sure how that's gonna go. At this rate, I have the assumption that that's just simply not going to happen. But that's okay. I can do several games at once, but it's just that there's so many games right now. There's just so many. Alright, so a whole bunch more friends of the let's just shoot them in the head after luring them to a door variety. Or just shoot them from a distance because none of them really care about me.
First, way ahead of you suckers.
He was the first one to comment. He can't beat Rodriguez, probably. I'm just gonna assume that's Rodriguez. I don't really ever hear anyone else on the radio unless they're responding to Rodriguez. So it wouldn't be completely out of the ordinary. Weird locking thing on this seating area, but fair enough. I mean, this gots to be an arena, surely. So let's just pick up some stuff. Got some more grenades on shotgun. Perhaps we should explore this area a little bit before hell breaks loose. Maybe I can pick up a couple things here before we get wacky. Before everyone gets attacky. Before I inevitably die one more time. Save the game. Yeah, that seems about right. Alright. Oh! I see what you're doing. That's cool. A little unusual. But I dig it. I just pick up one. Nope. You can't just pick up one. I guess it's probably a specific one that spawns all of them. Let's just do this. Oh, you are just in there, huh? Maybe it's specifically picking up all of them that spawns them in the end. There is an achievement for killing 3 enemies with a single shotgun blast, I believe, and I feel like this is a pretty good place to get it. God, you are just getting wacky with it. Might as well use grenade on shotgun every now and then. There's so many unnecessary enemies. Oh, this is so stupid. I love it. Ah, this is so much health. Oh, it actually picks it up even when you don't need it? That's kind of sucks. This is so much. Grenade on shotgun is really helping me out right now. Alright, I will come back for this, because this seems like a lot of health to just waste. But that was a good way to refill my health, I guess. I'm concerned that if I put the beacon in, it's going to end the level, because it has been going on for a while. And I do want to see what happens when you do actually kill all of them there. But then this door is locked, and it seems to actually lead to an area, so it might actually just open up that door before the level ends, and then you can just go there instead. Does not immediately dissolve my theory that you can just walk to the exit of this level immediately by just jumping out, and I'm curious if you can. I will not find out today, because quite frankly I cannot be bothered. But it's a fun theory. Unless, of course, the level does just end by killing all the enemies in specific areas. In that case, yeah, I mean, you could probably still just walk all the way over here and skip more or less every single fight. Outside of perhaps if you also wanted to get the grenade on shotgun attachment. But who knows? Alls I knows is it's time for fighting.
Bacon set. Bacon. Bacon? I shouldn't have skipped breakfast.
Classic. Classic sound effect and everything. Very good. Very, very nice.
Is that a wizard lizard or a lizard wizard?
Lizard lizard? You know what this is. You've fought thousands of these. You take excessively little damage from me. Good God.
Later, Magic Gator.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Don't care for that. That's a lot of damage those guys take. Trying to not get hit. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I suppose that's more or less the case in most instances. Oh boy. Let's see if I can outrun an enemy. I'm gonna say likely the answer to that is no. Just gonna deal with the kamikazes first. That door is locked now, so that's fun. I am very grateful for the amount of extra health that I've gotten in this place, at least. That's nice. Okay, chill out. There's another kamikaze. Okay, time for grenade on shotgun, because I think... yeah, that does kill these guys quite well. Very nice. There's a clear skeleton behind me, I think. Nope, it's just this one? There is another one, yeah. Maybe I just have to get used to the sound effects. Maybe eventually I'll be able to place things again. Maybe I just haven't played Serious Sam in a long time. That's not wrong. That is not inaccurate. What do we got? Oh, that door's open now.
Sam,
that's cool.
I'm heading into Rome with Father Mikhail. We'll stay put until Project Rock and Roll goes live, and then we'll push for the Vatican.
Copy that. Good luck, guys.
Now, the true question. Can I remember where the health place was? Because I'm pretty sure it was over here. That also seems like something, but I'll get to that. This is so much. This is so much health. Oh, my shotgun ammo's getting low. This is just such a nonsensical amount of health that's waiting for me here. None of them are really shooting either until like the very end. Oh, I don't want to walk through that door. That's probably just gonna end the level, but there's so much health there. Well, really? This is not an area you can reach? With all that stuff over there? That's very surprising to me. Strange, but I guess a choice. I'm just gonna walk through that door, and if it ends the level, I'm gonna load a quick save and pick up the remainder of that health, because I just want to see what's happening there.
Approaching target area. Looks suspiciously quiet.
Okay, so
Made enemy contact. Lots of it.
we are not done here just yet, it seems. Assuming from the mission statement that says place the second beacon. But I am gonna be... I mean, the odds of actually going back for it are basically zero, right? Let's just... Sure, yep, that's how doors work. Let's just do it, you know? It's a complete waste of health, but I don't feel like I'm gonna walk back for it later on. For this wall of health. Oh my god. he's humongous. He has a lot of health. He shoots many bullets. Am I on fire? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Why am I continuously on fire? What is happening with you? Do you have fire vision? This guy does not care. Perhaps fighting this guy is not the way to go. It would be funny if I could just melee him. But I don't really have the bullets for this, I feel. Maybe. But I will say that I'd probably rather have the health. So if I could just get some back... Oh, there we go. Very nice, very nice. It was worthwhile to go back there. Sort of. I mean, it was a secret area. But good God, that was... Whew. That was a big one. That was a lot of shotgun shells. I mean, he was humongous, but still. Even the humongous of purple creatures that shoot 1,000,000 rockets per shot, you would assume they would die a little bit quicker. I'm gonna call that enemy inconsiderate. And just call it a day. That's just the way it is for me. I don't even care. I will just move on with my life. Pretending that he didn't hurt my feelings entirely. Yeah. Every now and then, right? There's a tree and I feel like this could be a secret. And I'm almost certain that none of them are going to be secret areas. One of these trees is not like the other. And I cannot wait to find the right one. Ooh. Very good, very nice. Alright, long distance melee attack or dual wield pistols and single-handed weapons. Fire and reload even while sprinting. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh no. So many skills. I don't know what I want the most. This actually does sound insane though. If it's like, I know it's occasionally, but there's just a lot of enemies in this game. So if it's actually ammo that they drop, that would be just superb. But I'm curious about this skill tree. Just very curious about it. Who knows what it's gonna lead to. I, for one, hope it's gonna be shenanigans. The other ones are fairly straightforward. It's just hold 2 gun, and I do want to hold 2 gun at some point. At least like the pistols. Holding 2 of those, thinking about it, maybe I should just go for that one. But it's okay. I'm curious how effective this is going to be in the end. If it's going to be effective at all. And if it's not, that's okay too. It was a worthwhile experiment for this difficulty. Ooh, he's got a hammer. I'm sure that's not going to be extremely dangerous to me. Oh, he's fast.
Guys, looks like we got zealots. Remember, Kitty, shoot him in the back.
Yes, sir. Back shooting commencing.
Sorry, I'm on duty. I can't get hammered.
The pause. That's the part that hurt me. Like, they really wanted to emphasize hammered really badly. And that just breaks your heart, doesn't it? That's okay. What do we got over here? There's got to be an arena, yeah. Oh, that's a multiple enemy type of situation, huh? Okay. Well, I learned one thing. These enemies can knock you out of the arena. So that's fun. It's always important to always be learning. And I feel like that was an effective way to learn. I also learned this guy doesn't quite have the range to hit me up here. Which kind of surprises me, because he's huge. Like, I actually would have not been super shocked if this ended up not working. This guy's just running his old little butt off, but I, for one, I'm feeling a little lazy at this point. We've been going on for a while, and I wouldn't mind just taking it a little easy right now. Just standing on a wall. If you decide to put me on a wall where it turns out I'm invulnerable, then you know what? I'm gonna take full advantage of that fact. I'm not just gonna be the kind of person that's like, oh, this is too easy this way. I wish for the challenge to surge through me. No. We've been at this for like an hour and a half. I'm ready to cheese every now and then just for the sake of getting out of this place one day, maybe. Also, I'm fairly sure I'm not supposed to be here, but in the instance, the possibility that I am, just curious to have a little look around, you know, because it was quite easy to get up here. But the moment you get to an empty place like this, through a little bit of a strange jump, you wonder, do you want me to be here? And the answer is most likely going to be no. I respect that. Let's leave. Onwards we go. Bloop. How are you alive? There we go. The damage on the grenade on shotgun is weird. Feels like it's a little inconsistent. Maybe I'm just not hitting them properly or something. There's a red laser there. I'm fairly certain I just saw a red laser, and I'm not sure if it came from me. It could have, but I'm frightened that it didn't. Let's reload this. Getting to the next door, checking out the place real quick before we move on. This door is locked. It's explicitly locked, which surprises me. Also, there appears to be, I guess it's a statue. I thought that was like a person, like a mummy type person, but apparently I was looking at it incorrectly. Fair enough. Anything cool over here? No, just a bunch of doorways. Okay. Through the door with my double-barreled shotgun, where I'm gonna meet all my friends in this very obviously arena. It was red on the other side as an indication of this is probably supposed to be closed or locked. Okay, yeah, alright, I'm here now. Cool. Took a little bit of damage there, but not too much, I suppose. This is all fine. A little bit low on the armor side. Oh my god, I took some damage there, though. But yeah, maybe I was supposed to pick up stuff and then the door would have closed immediately, but instead it took a while and I ended up on the other side of the door. I don't know how to play games. That's what I'm realizing. Just very confused how to play a video game these days. Everything I do is making weird stuff happen. Unusual. Maybe I just enjoy jumping too much. But can you really? Can you really enjoy jumping too much in a video game? I would argue against it. Yeah, I would argue against it. There's a couple plant pots, and then there's a couple of these vases just up put around willy-nilly. Very strange. Now, show me where to go.
Beacon one set, heading for the stadium. You know, this place would be kind of nice if it weren't for all the monsters.
Yeah. It's a good thing that this level contains a quite significantly large area that doesn't have any monsters, because I really did appreciate that place for what it was. Just a nice place to walk around, look at the sights, have a good time, you know? I appreciate those little moments. I do feel like this would be horrible without grenade on shotgun. Wonder how much damage enemies do to other enemies. Like, would that green guy actually be able to kill someone, or is it just a little stun animation that they do? Also, I very clearly hear an enemy here, but it hasn't quite reached me yet. And perhaps it never will. I think they're managing. I'm happy where I am, I think. This seems like a good place to fight. Good enough, at least. It's quite large and open. There's gonna be an enemy to my left, yeah. Yeah, maybe I was just being a little bit harsh on the sound design every now and then. Because now I'm starting to feel like I'm being able to figure out where stuff is. Maybe it's just Nars, like, specifically. Or Gnars, as this game calls them occasionally, depending on who's speaking. I don't know. What do we got? Just a whole bunch of armor. This is just a pretty awkward place to do any sort of fighting. It's really enclosed. I don't really want to be walking around these walls because I'm just very concerned about my life in this place. Hello. The long melee range, I'm not super happy about it. Maybe it's just because it is still just a regular melee attack that you do. Like, I kind of expected maybe the melee attack would be different, but instead you just start the animation at an earlier point, but you just sort of slide. You'd sort of slide into the enemy rather than being close to one. That gives me bad feelings about the skills that are yet available relating to melee attacks, so little concerned. Little concerned. Not super, but a little. Ooh, I got an achievement for that called Mega Barf. Perhaps it's killing 2 of them. Perhaps it's something else. That guy just sitting there. Aw, he threw 3 balls in one attack? You're crazy. You're being completely insane and ridiculous. I will not have that. I mean, he's already dead, so I mean, the point, I suppose, has been made quite well at that moment. Yeah. Once again, just classic enemies. Love me a clear skeleton every now and then. Curious how much damage they do. Because damage numbers in this game do seem different. Where are you? Or, probably better put, on which wall are you currently stuck on? There we go. That's the wall he's stuck on. And he's really trying. Even the bombs are making a little sizzly sound effect. That's cute. He's, I think, trying to climb? Like, he's doing a weird climbing animation. Let's just stop that right there, but... I did notice, like, when I said earlier that they were having some difficulty with the ledges, maybe they actually have a proper climbing animation to get over stuff like that. But then occasionally the ledge is just a little bit too much and they get just a little worried about what they're doing. Get a little self-conscious and then lose the ability to go over ledge. Not impossible. But a little bit of a worrisome moment if you're also constantly screaming the whole time that you're trying to go over the ledge. Like, you're drawing a lot of attention to yourself at that point. And if you're trying to give a little show, to show off how well you're climbing over the ledge, or that the option is there, I suppose it was quite a good demo moment. But ultimately, I was not overly impressed with his skills, and I wouldn't raise my paper sign holding a 10 for his performance.
I did it! Beacon set! Yeah, because Sam gave you the easy ones.
I don't like Rodriguez as a character at all. I don't think there's any redeemable part to his character, which I guess is like the point, but God. If anyone else had Rodriguez's job, literally any other human on the world wouldn't be opposed to it. That's all I'm saying. Pretty sure I just knocked his head off and then meleeed him, but I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on in this strange world. There's another one. That I meleeed in his leg. Alright, cool. Definitely blood coming out of his head, but you know, that's life sometimes. Sometimes you just get stabbed that hard in the leg that all the blood goes up, comes out of your face. It's a rough time when that happens, but it happens. I am a doctor. You can trust me on this. I've said some lies in the past 10 seconds. I will apologize for none of them. Also, this is very worrying. Yeah, because of that. Oh, God. Yeah, the bombers were not a friend. Sometimes I'm starting to wonder if it's just not worthwhile to pick up singular ammo power-ups. With ammo, I mean armor, obviously, but I get it. Do you think this is still, like, from that one armor power-up I picked up, or if this is something I missed somehow as I was walking downstairs earlier? I feel like both are not impossible. Where's the bomber? Oh, hello. I somehow missed you with 2 grenades? Surprising. I'm gonna just quickly eat one of these. Oh, hey. I never saw you. Somehow you missed my sight entirely. Surprising, but not impossible. Okay. Getting through here. I'm surprised that we didn't really see any of this as I was exploring the world, but I guess... Well, maybe I just didn't really pay attention to it at the time. And I guess that's a pretty easy way to not notice it. Alternatively, maybe I just did see it and I just walked away from it because it wasn't part of where I really wanted to be, which was literally anywhere else but the game world, I guess. But then you got places like this where it does seem like you would be able to just get out there again. Maybe. And perhaps this place holds any treasure. Holds some cool pillars and columns and such. But nothing that looks particularly treasury. Okay. Sad. Unfortunate. We move on. At least they have a bunch of trash cans all over the place, so if you do have garbage, you know, you can put it somewhere. So that's good. Alright. What's over here?
Sam, if my colleague Dr. Stein is to be believed, there is an alien artifact near the area you are currently in. It once belonged to the Great Syrian Warrior... Oh, but I've spilled my sauerkraut over my keyboard. I'm sure you can find it.
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out a little bit there, but do you think... Cool. That goes very well in my secret rocket launcher. But how much voice direction did he get to sound just even more classic German? Because he's going all out on every letter. It's wild. It's a bit much. It's just a bit much. But we keep going. We see this paper, 10 armor, another optional area. This map is actually humongous. Also, there's a rocket launcher over there. So that's cool. I assume I'm going to die in a second.
Ah, an authentic ancient Roman rocket launcher.
Possibly due to me trying to do a rocket jump and most likely not being able to do so. And then following it up by questioning why I cannot do a rocket jump if, well, you can just jump anywhere and leave. But then again, I haven't tried to do a rocket jump yet, so I could just be entirely wrong. I'm going for assumptions. Concerned there is an enemy behind me. This seems like just the kind of place where you could very easily hide an enemy behind someone. Oh, that was bad. That was bit. I saw a pink flower and I thought it was an enemy. You know how it is. It happens so much now. Eventually you'll get used to me seeing a flower and thinking it's dangerous, but I can't promise you how long it's going to take for me to reach that point. Good God. Maybe I should use the rocket launcher. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the strategy. For this humongous amount of enemies. But perhaps it's a combination of the two. Do I really want to use all my rockets here? I wonder how good the grenade launcher actually is against Or rather, grenade on shotgun. Decent. Not bad. Don't love it. Let's just use the rocket launcher, actually. Just in case he's... I'm fairly sure that I'm not moving away from the rocket as when I am near the explosion. No. Rather not die here again, please. 1 death per fight is allowed. Any more than that is illegal. I wish not to get arrested this day for crimes against combatants. Though I guess I've killed a lot of people today, so there maybe there's like a little bit of crime already going on. Ah, no. Why are y'all in dirt? It's very inconvenient if you're all just hiding in dirt. But at the same time, it's nice to get a little sound cue before getting assaulted by a bunch of clear skeletons. So, on the one hand, you know, it's a little annoying, but on the other hand, I appreciate it.
What is a Sam? A miserable little pile of one-liners. Enough talk. How about you?
I get it. From that one game. Is he gonna throw fireballs at me? I would assume that this guy has more health than your average vampire. I think I'm right. Seems to mostly be trying to do melee attacks right now, which... fair enough, I guess. Does this work? Oh boy. Wasn't ready for that one. At least he gave some of my rockets back, but god. He's putting Dracula here in the middle of nowhere. Unexpected. Unexpected. I'm just gonna eat this. Okay.
Beacon 2 set. Looks like I ain't buying the drinks tonight.
That's because I gave you the easy ones, dumbass.
Thanks, Sam. I mean, yeah, I guess Rodriguez is really just... oh god. Meant to be just the worst, but... he's so bad. I require him to be just a little bit less of what he is. So maybe that's the final arena over there. Perhaps. There's an area over here. There's an optional area waiting for us over yonder. I still have 2 rage things, which could help out with some of the battles that we will be fighting this day. But I am still a little hesitant on actually using these things because they're just very visual. Very visual. Anything cool? No? No. Just a foot of a statue. For a second I thought I saw a button, but I did not. 'Twas not to be. Just a bunch of nothing. Whole bunch of non-authorized places. And strange artwork next to other strange artwork. 10 more shells. Yeah, this is a little bit less frightening than Dracula. Unless they hit me, then suddenly they become scary again. Oop. But the shotgun seems quite capable of dealing with vampires, fortunately. I do shoot silver bullets. There's a shovel here. Is it an interesting shovel? No. You never know. Sometimes Dracula's a secret, sometimes you can dig a small hole. That's also very exciting. There you go. No fear. Just guns. Now, what do we have over here? Another vampire. So far, those vampires are rarely combined with anything else. Like, it's always just like a vampire. Maybe a couple vampires. That guy can't actually shoot through it. That's just wonderful. It seems rare that you actually see them combined with anything else, but maybe I'm just not paying close enough attention at this point. It's very likely. Get out of here. But I wouldn't mind seeing them not just like as, oh, there's 4 vampires, and just killing them because they're not the scariest enemy in the world. They're just not that frightening for something called a vampire. Something only wearing a cape, shooting big old beams at me, occasionally trying this weird melee attack type situation that they know how to do. And I suppose that maybe it's just because I'm walking so slowly. And every time I see a bat, I run away again to try and kill the vampire that's inevitably going to come out of it. And perhaps if I walked a little bit quicker, that I would more easily get surrounded by the various vampires, but I don't know. I just don't know. I also don't know if that was meant to be like NPC vampire and make him a friend's secret area, or if that was just one that got stuck. But I'm gonna assume that he just got stuck, because he looked like he was trying to just wander around and failed miserably, so you know how it is. Also, if you see me walking back a whole bunch, I keep thinking that I'm missing areas, and I'm not. This place just isn't actually as big as I'm making it out to be. This is probably not. No, this might not be an arena. Audio log. The radio blues.
This is Bill Corwin, bringing you memories of...
Great. What do we got? We got time warp. Generate a large chronon distortion field, and they will all be slowed down. That's nice. That belongs in the museum.
I believe the artifact was part of the Syrians' research into the properties of time and may have a time dilation effect.
So could I use it?
In theory, but you must first return it for study.
Or I could use it.
Or you could bring it back.
Or I could use it.
Or you could bring it back.
Or I could use it.
Or you could bring it back.
Or I could bring it back.
Or you could use it.
Well, thank you, Professor.
Scheiße, verdammt.
Solid. Very good. Whole bunch of skeleton bones over here. Not just regular bones. Skeleton bones. I will leave this place and surely find no opposition on the way back. Yeah. I assume that's exactly how it's going to go. 0 concerns. 0 worries. Just a nice walk back without any danger. Aww. Well, you can probably imagine my disappointment right now due to the fact that there was danger. Completely opposed to my expectations. Hello. There you go. Let's just do this. Well, it's not the quickest weapon in the world, but it gets the job done. Do you think it still takes 3 rockets to kill one of those? Or would it be 2? And that the grenade launcher just deals less damage? Uncertain. Curious to find out one day. Perhaps when we fight another one, I will make an attempt.
Hey, Hellfire, who taught you how to fly?
Stevie Wonder.
Huh. Who's that? Same guy who taught you how to shoot.
Very funny. Okay. Onwards and upwards with our newfangled time warp things. Do you think this place is gonna be an arena? Do you think there's gonna be a closet that just has almost nonsensical amounts of extra health waiting for us? Because that would just be really nice right about now. Just making sure that there is maybe something to pick up here, because this seems possibly like it could be an arena. It would be nice to just get all the power-ups out of the way. But it seems that every door in this area is locked. Yes, okay. Then we go here. Grab the armor, I think. Maybe all the armor, yeah. Bunch of rockets. Bunch of shells. Let's go. Not even a cutscene this time.
Beacon 2 set. Ready to... Hold on. I need to hand out some bullets.
Now this is a fairly classic arena. Just a big room with a bunch of kamikazes coming at you. unfortunately, also a bunch of rather annoying ranged attackers. Oh god, you are just right there. Let's try this. That takes a second to use, but... And I don't know how long it's gonna last. Oh, it lasts quite a while, huh? Like, this seems actually just really effective. I hear the enemy. Sure as hell can't see them. But this is just very strong. Wow. Cool. Very good. I'm quick saving in the middle of that fight because I'm a coward. But yeah, quite effective. Quite effective. Not so great. Maybe my eyes are just not adjusted for these newfangled graphics. Because I truly struggle to see most enemies in this game. I don't know if that's like a lighting thing or a color thing or something. But I genuinely feel like I am missing so much. Here's another one. Seems a bit wasteful, but I don't care. I can do what I want. I might have missed those items and then I wouldn't have them. Maybe I'll lose all my items in the next level. I just don't know what the future is going to bring. So, we are going for the willy-nilly strategy, where I just use stuff and hope that it's gonna work out. Ooh, a bull. 2 rockets for 1 bull, good to know. Or 1, I guess. Alright, sure. I can see why 1 would require 1 rocket and 1 would require 2. Because that bull was just a little sad that day. I don't know.
Sam, I can't raise Jones. It might be a comms malfunction, but...
Can you pinpoint his beacon?
Yes, it's in the amphitheater, but it seems to be mobile.
I'll check it out.
I'm done as well. I can help you.
Negative. I got this. Kenny, you get out of here.
But Kenneth, he has a gun now, I guess, maybe. Perhaps he could be of assistance. Can we truly win without Kenny? When you think about it, who knows? All I know is this is a lot of enemies. So let's just do the old classic bunch of shoots. I kind of feel like my next upgrade should maybe be the hold 2 guns thing, because I feel like holding 2 pistols is just going to be like invaluable. Because I do use the pistol quite a lot, but at the same time, I'm a little concerned that the pistol is going to like stop being as useful as we get through the game. Because right now they're mostly useful against enemies like this, where we all die in 1 hit provided that I aim. And I'm also uncertain if having 2 pistols is going to affect the accuracy of the weapon at all. But so far, this weapon works quite well the way it currently does. And if it becomes less accurate, it immediately becomes more or less useless, huh? Okay, a couple more in that direction. Boop, boop. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Very safe. Very nice pistol. Pistol just so versatile in this game, huh? Like, the headshot mechanic actually makes the pistol quite good in a lot of situations where you're fighting just oodles of enemies that all die in 1 hit to the pistol and are taking a surprisingly long time to actually run towards you, which I think is odd. Actually thinking about it, it's really strange how many like in-between fights you have that aren't really anything. Like, if you can get through any arena with a pistol, I mean, that's for one is just a test of patience, but There's just a whole bunch of arenas, and then there's the areas in between where there's just a lot of space. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh god, okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3, but like barely. Like 3 and a little rocket. 30 missiles remaining. I can probably just gotta use a couple here. Hope I don't accidentally shoot a green ball right in my face. Surprised that one was still alive, actually. Like, this is a proper fight, I guess. I'm gonna die, actually, yeah. Okay. Attempt number 3. Let's see if this is gonna be the one. It is, for me, quite difficult to estimate some of these fights, I feel. And maybe it's just because apparently my aim's just terrible. I don't feel like I know what I have to shoot at a lot of the time. Because most of my rockets are not hitting their target. I'm getting chipped away in almost every single fight. I will actually use this. Because this is quite a decent power-up. Provided you use it properly. Wow, that kills those guys really quickly with this, huh? I sort of underestimated how much extra damage you deal with this power-up. Like, not just from the sheer speed that you're shooting stuff and things, but also just the extra damage that this thing does. It seems like more than double. It's pretty good. Curious if you could turn off the, like, post-processing effects, but that's more of a me thing. I just don't like it when the screen goes all completely crazy like that. I just like being able to see, and I feel like that's my biggest difficulty with this game. Like, actually being able to see what I'm supposed to shoot at. Maybe my eyesight's just going bad. Which, after long years of playing video games, perhaps that just happens. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know. Is this where I came from? This doesn't look like where I came from, because there's a whole bunch of statues over here that I do not recall seeing. But who knows? I have no memory of this place in any way. Perhaps I can get a secret by blowing up the statues. Perhaps it's just a little side area. I, for one, do not know. Thought there was a dog there. Oh! I see. That's who you decided to put inside the statue. I can appreciate that. Don't feel like I should even bother with this.
Getting a bit worried about Jones. Man's quiet. Not this quiet.
Almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Look at how little damage this guy takes from my grenades. This is pretty rough. Perhaps a mistake was made in trying to destroy a random statue here, but I just had to know. Nice that they at least hide some of the enemies in statues. That's a classic Serious Sam thing. I don't even know if Serious Sam 3 did that, actually, but I know they did it in Serious Sam the first encounter a couple times. Now, it is every statue, I think, as well. Oh boy, hang on. Like, can I break a statue with my knife? Probably not, right? But I don't really have the ammo to do all of this. Interesting area. I will leave it alone. It probably will not end well if I actually try to do everything there, especially if there's another Knum, or whatever those are called. I believe that's the name for them. Because that's a lot of shotgun shells I just used there without really getting anything back for it. And perhaps one of the statues is actually an ammo depot or something like that. Perhaps a secret weapon waiting for us. It wouldn't surprise me if something in there was something like that. But I'm not gonna spend the time trying to find it out this time around. But I'm curious if you were to do an all kills run type of deal through this game, if that's even feasible. Because I'm not sure if it actually tells you. Like, I think it tells you how many enemies you've killed. But it doesn't tell you, like, how many enemies are actually in the level, for as far as I can tell. Maybe it tells you on like the level end screen or something like that. But it seems completely infeasible to actually try and kill every enemy in this game right now, but I don't know. A cutscene. Oh good, another one. Perfect.
Jones!
Oh, is he holding Jones? Oh. Oh. That was a needless show of force.
I'm gonna cut you into little pieces.
I was literally waiting with him then.
Enjoyed that meal because it sure as hell is gonna be your last.
A little bit awkward to be fighting him in a large open area like this, but he seems to be stuck on a wall, so maybe it's not all bad.
Group of people eating my friends.
It's not really doing anything, huh? I mean, Sam's very adamant that he's gonna cut him into little pieces, but that was was terrible.
Stone, is the last beacon in place?
Just a sec. He had a brother, you know. The guy you just killed. We'll have to call him, tell him some damn alien killed Tom.
Tom Jones. He just stopped talking.
He'll ask me, what'd you do, Sam? And I'll say, I stuck this beacon right through that bastard alien skull. Do you think that'll make him feel better? Let's find out together.
Sam, what's happening? Keep losing your signal. There's too much interference.
All beacons are placed and primed. But we have the perimeter. There's a minute to reach the minimum safe distance. We are not outside the target area.
We got confirmation from the ground. Engage the HARP array.
Sir, I'm not sure that's what Stone meant. Sam, please repeat. We're getting a lot of interference.
I repeat, we have cleared the perimeter.
We can't hesitate. Stone's a soldier. He knows the risks.
Sir.
Energize. That's an order.
He's the worst.
Confirmed. We have clearance from General Brand. Engaging HARP. Project Rock and Roll is a go.
Who would have thought that Bruce Willis would disappoint us this time?
Oh, crap. No.
Oh my god. I'm surprised that this level has an ending. I honestly thought this level would just be the rest of the game. I wouldn't honestly have been too surprised by it, by just the sheer length of it. Estimated time 50 minutes. Compared to, what was the previous one? Estimated time 20 and 20 minutes. Both took 38, so I guess it's fair enough that this one also took twice as long as the estimated amount of time. Whew. I'm gonna take a little break here, because, well, we reached the end of the chapter. Also, I'm extremely tired. But I hope y'all enjoyed it so far. We missed 2 secrets, but we did see a whole extra world. So in the end, did we really lose out? I would say we didn't. But anyway, next time around, we'll be going to episode 4, The Gates of Hell.